for Bellew and Froch. Bellew and Froch, what can I say about them guys? Come and meet me face to face. I'll eat Froch alive and I'll eat Bellew alive. And by the way, Bellew got his ass.
John Fury challenged Tony Bellew and Carl Froch prior to the fight between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Carl Froch was not one to remain silent, and he took Fury to task for being stupid.
Come anywhere near me, nowhere in the vicinity within my jab, or you will be getting ironed out. You'll be unconscious. You'll be snoring before you hit the floor. Big John Fury.
In response to the drama between Froch and Old John, Eddie Hearn expressed his belief that John Fury is becoming overconfident.
Who you can start saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and if I see you, because you can say that to me, I'm a wet lettuce. You can't say that to Carl Froch.
There's been a lot of drama between these two, but what's new in their ongoing feud? Stay tuned and observe as we uncover the truth in this video. Carl Froch and John Fury have been at odds for a long time. Their feud started when Tyson Fury was scheduled to fight Francis last year. At that point, Old Jade boldly challenged boxing legend Mike Tyson, who was training Francis. This sparked criticism from the boxing community, including Carl Froch, who criticized the former bare-knuckle boxing champion. Froch also enjoys criticizing the Fury family, especially Tyson Fury, for not devoting enough time to the sport that has given him so much. The Hall of Famer and former boxing champion Froch wants Fury to be among the greatest British heavyweight boxer of all time, which is why he's constantly chasing the Gypsy King, no matter how old. John has always harbored resentment for Froch and dislikes seeing his son be chastised.
Has a little pop every now and then. Carl Froch is a bum, and he'll get what the little men get. Bush!
John, are you shocked by the amount of people that have gone against Tyson?
After headbutting a member of Usyk Team Fury Sr., who threatened Carl Froch and Tony Bellew, saying they would be the next Froch, but didn't stay silent, and warned John Fury about messing with him, Old John unleashed a torrent of threats before the fight with Usyk in Saudi Arabia this past weekend. In addition, he attacked the former kickboxing champion for causing a commotion by headbutting a member of Team Froch in the UK. He made it clear that this kind of conduct is inappropriate and would have had dire repercussions in other settings, especially in the US or the UK. He denounced Fury's obvious indulgence and his lack of responsibility. Froch also replied to John Fury's comments on him and Tony Bellew. John Fury had boasted about his skill as a bare-knuckle boxer, declared himself to be invincible, and made threats and disparaging remarks. In response, Froch disputed these assertions, pointing out that John Fury had not participated in a bare-knuckle fight in more than 10 years and that his professional boxing career was not very noteworthy. John Fury was cautioned by Froch to avoid him, and Bellew promised to iron Fury out and knock him out before he reached the ground if Fury tried to approach them. Froch warned John Fury that his disruptive behavior would not end well and urged him to keep quiet and stay out of trouble. Even though John Fury might have expressed regret for his acts, Froch pointed out that it didn't appear real. Froch was especially scathing of reporters who spoke with Fury without questioning him or raising relevant issues, letting him intimidate and make fun of others without holding him accountable. From the look of it, John F. Fury followed Fury's counsel and avoided any controversy throughout the bout. It seems that before Shane Fury and Usyk battle, the whole Fury family was having issues. The boxer YouTuber was also criticized by Tyson's brother for continuously making fun of them.
No disrespect to Carl Froch, he's got a channel with hardly no followers and he's mentioning an old 55-year-old man or 60-year-old man. Great world champion what he is. You know, that's what
Shane Fury stressed that the battle should be left to the fighters themselves and that there was no need to denigrate fighters. Around the commotion surrounding John Fur's headbutt, he said that there had been shoveling and pushing around the altercation with Usyk at the weigh-in. He reaffirmed that Tyson Fury would show Carl Froch how great he was in the ring and disprove his detractors. Dismissive in tone, Shane Fury chastised Froch for bringing up John Fury on his channel, which he said attracted very few subscribers. Although he praised Froch's accomplishments as a world champion, he seemed to be implying that her remarks were disrespectful and unneeded. What may transpire in a possible fight between Carl Froch and John Fury? The two have a grudge that is unlikely to resolve unless they decide to square off in the ring. A potential fight between Carl Froch and John Fury offers an interesting conflicting eras, backgrounds, and styles, though for different reasons, and at separate stages of the sport. Both guys are well known in the boxing community. John Fury is a retired professional boxer and bare-knuckle fighter who was born in Galway, Ireland, in 1955. Other than being Tyson Fury's father, he is most renowned for that, although his resume doesn't reveal anything noteworthy. Over the course of his 8-year professional boxing career, John Fury engaged in 13 fights, finishing with an 8-4 record and 1 draw. Standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, he exudes an air of grandeur and is known for his toughness and resilience, which he probably developed from his experience in bare-knuckle fighting. A distinct age of boxing, marked by street fighting skills and raw toughness, gave rise to John Fury's expertise and gritty fighting style. Conversely, Carl Froch is a more modern fighter with an illustrious professional background. Froch, also known as the Cobra, was born in Nottingham, England, in 1977. She was a professional boxer from 2002 to 2014. Froch was the owner of several super-middleweight world titles, including the WBA, IBF, and WBC titles, with only 2 losses and an amazing 33 wins minus 24 of which came via knockout. His professional record is rather astounding. Froch is renowned for his strong punches, remarkable stamina, and punch-absorbing ability. He has battled and triumphed over some of the greatest fighters of his day, showcasing his extraordinary abilities and cunning in the ring. Several things are taken into consideration when comparing these two fighters. Given his stature and bare-knuckle fighting background, John Fury seems like a fighter who can take a lot of damage while using an aggressive and unorthodox style of fighting. While he may have an advantage over Carl Froch in terms of raw power and toughness from his street fighting background, his professional boxing record is not quite as impressive. Who among elite fighters has defeated opponents of the greatest caliber in the sport? Carl has an advantage because of his technical abilities. Contemporary training methods and career achievements, John Fury may not have the same conditioning, tactical acumen, or ability to carry out a game plan as Froch. In a hypothetical bout between the two, Froch's knockout power and ring savvy would probably be the deciding elements, but John Fury's tenacity and bare-knuckle expertise shouldn't be undervalued. Carl has amazing boxing prowess. His strategic prowess and professional background would undoubtedly give him the upper hand, while his versatility and ability to defeat elite opponents in the ring would probably allow him to outlast and outbox John Fury. Although the battle would be an intriguing contrast of eras and fighting techniques, Carl would be the favorite because to his contemporary boxing background and successful career at the highest levels. You really don't want to accompany me there because we're going to argue, I promise. You have my word on a FIV. You can't beat me for 10 pounds. I'll still give you both 15 right. I've said enough about my thoughts on John Fury. This bout would be easily won by Froch, who might even knock Fury out in the first round. The boxing community has been sharing its thoughts, so it's unlikely that this is all there is to the Gypsy King's recent defeat by Alexander Usyk. Yes, congrats. It was a wonderful fight, and although I felt the bout with Fury was extremely close, it was ultimately decided that indeed, his staggers made all the difference, and they were thrilled to see the Rem. Joe Joyce just talked with Boxing Social about his opinions on Alexander Usyk's recent triumph. He started off by saying how much he respected Usyk's fighting technique and abilities. Joyce recognized Usyk's technical skill, pointing out in particular his quick footwork and ring awareness, which he felt were essential to Usyk's ability to outmaneuver and outbox opponents. Joyce emphasized that Usyk's versatility and capacity to carry out a carefully considered game plan were crucial components of his success. He made the point that Usyk was able to effectively nullify his opponent's capabilities due to his movement and ability to regulate the gap between him and them. Joyce claimed that this illustrated Usyk's outstanding boxing IQ and methodical strategy to every bout, especially the one against Tyson Fury. Usyk's victory, according to Joyce, cemented his place among the best fighters in the heavyweight class. He gave Usyk a lot of credit for being composed and following his strategy in the face of extreme pressure from a strong foe like Fury. Joyce said that Usyk's composed and confident attitude during the bout was evidence of his experience and self-assurance. Joyce also discussed the Usyk's win's significance within the larger heavyweight boxing scene. He said that Usyk's ability to go from cruiserweight to heavyweight and secure victories over elite heavyweights demonstrated his amazing skill level and versatility, which Joyce said might encourage other fighters to explore similar maneuvers outside of their weight classes in order to advance their careers. Actually, I used to win, but I felt it was a really close fight. They both gave it their all, and they were both outstanding. Throughout the fight, each guy had their moments. This historical victory is significant to more than simply Alexander Usyk. Can you imagine the amount of pressure this man has been under over the last few weeks, let alone right now and then? In an interview with Sky Sports Boxing, Wladimir Klitschko, Alexander Usyk training partner, also voiced his appreciation and delight after Usyk defeated Tyson Fury. Klitschko emphasized the tremendous pressure Usyk was under both before and during the bout. He made it clear that, given the expectations and the heavy burden on his shoulders, Usyk could not afford to lose. Klitschko gave Usyk a lot of credit for showcasing his extraordinary abilities and establishing his dominance in both the cruiserweight and heavyweight classes. He said that many were taken aback by Usyk's performance, particularly considering Fury's stature, weight, and agility. Usyk demonstrated that he is the greatest fighter in contemporary history in spite of these obstacles. He conveyed his admiration for Usyk and underlined the significance of this win for Ukraine, according to Klitschko. In his remarks regarding the fight's score, Klitschko also mentioned that, although it is impossible to predict a boxing match's exact result, the judges rightly decided in Usyk's favor based on his performance. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Klitschko acknowledged Tyson Fury's tenacity, especially the way he was able to keep fighting after the 9th round. He respected both fighters for their efforts, but saved special praise for Usyk, who remained steadfast and accomplished what was required to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Will you bet on Carl Froch and John Fury to be an exciting fight? Let us know in the comments. To ensure that you never miss any more videos like this, turn on the bell for the most recent notifications. We appreciate your time and we'll see you in the next video.